Hello, my name is Barbara Scott. Good afternoon, and I'm here to talk about do not text and drive. So that will be my topic for today. And the reason why you should not text and drive is because the outcome increases the risk of having an accident. And if you have an accident while driving and texting, you can cause harm to others as well as death. Okay, according to AAA, 60% of car accidents involving teenagers happens when they are texting or talking or becoming distracted. There is enough time, okay? Just pay attention. So this year was conducted by Trader Gray from the media out of Evans, Georgia, WJBF, Channel 6, YouTube PSA, and as I always say, safety first.
Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Okay, a quick text, see how quick it was? That becomes a distraction. It is a law not to text and drive. We should be following the law, safety first. Think about other safety and yourself too. There's a risk driving, texting and driving. WKW updated May 17, 2022. Any activity that takes your mind, your eyes, and hands off the wheel is considered a distraction. So you don't want to become a distraction because it can, as you see, cause an accident. Okay, I researched Orlando Health Technology, Behavior Science, and the New York Times to get conclusive information about the significance of texting and driving. And as you see here, drivers, no texting, no talking, no exception. Okay, so today I'm here to persuade my classmates not to text and drive. Put your cell phones down while you're behind the wheel. We cannot ignore this. Do not text and drive. There's no turning back when you do. So I'm going to be talking about 3 points why texting and driving is bad, the reason why you should not text and drive, and do not text and drive to save lives. Distractions causes accidents, and texting while driving degrades our attention. So, point number 1, why texting while driving is so bad. According to the government statistics, more than 3,000 people were killed and more than 430,000 people injured in accidents that was caused by being distracted. Also, cell phones used while driving increases the risk of having an accident. And when you take your eyes off the road, of course, obviously that's a disadvantage because you've seen how quickly the person was distracted and could have created an accident in the video that I just shown. Teenagers are increasingly involved in distracting driving accidents. There's a high percentage of teenagers. The information received and written upon this was from the Orlando Health article on September 2nd, 2016. By Benjamin Kaplan, MD, and they've had 9,575 viewers. Point number 2, the real reason why you should not text and drive. The phone is all about your attention and texting while driving. It degrades our attention. So if you're focusing on your texting, then you're not focusing on the road. So most crashes are caused by people like you and me who think they can pay attention and on the road and while they're doing something else. It is all about attention. Okay, remember, you got to stay focused, you got to keep your mind on the road. Over 90% of crashes are the fault of the drivers because they're either distracted, not attentive, they're not paying attention, they're trying to do something else. Okay, this here information was received from Technology Behavior Science by Elaine Hawksworth on April 3rd, 2018. Point number 3, do not text and drive to save lives. Enforcement of law against texting while driving sharply reduces fatalities among teenage driving. Researchers studied data on 38,215 drivers ages 16 to 19 who were in fatal crashes from 2007 to 2017. In 2007, only 15 states had distracted driving laws, but by 2017, 46 states had some form of distracting laws. And because of those laws that was put in place, passengers was also less likely to die where texting laws were in effect. So as they were putting the distracting laws into place, it did make a difference with the teenagers. The information received from this here was written by the New York Times by Nicholas Backler, June 2nd, 2020. Okay, texting while driving is a distraction, and it takes your attention off the road, and it can cause a single car crash, or it can create a collision. Distractions can endanger everyone, so everyone is in danger when you're being distracted and you're having it in the car. The best way to prevent distracting accidents is, again, as I said before, to stay focused. You have to stay focused, keep your mind and your thoughts, onto what you're exactly doing, and do not let anything distract you. Okay, parents can stay alert, be able to be ready to react, and be attentive and drive defensively. Parents can talk with the teenagers to discuss with them about keeping their eyes and mind on the road. Also, follow the law. It says do not text. So if you keep that in mind, do not text while you're driving. And now, with the distraction laws put in place, you can be fined here in New Jersey and other states, as I mentioned. 46 states now have those laws put in place. Okay, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, 3,142 people died in crashes in the U.S. because of distracted driving in 2019. Are there any questions?
What if you like you know how there's like a do not disturb button now? What if you're like in the car or whatever, people keep texting you, put on do not disturb? Would that still count as like using like your phone while driving?
Well, if it's on do not disturb, it should not interrupt you.
No, like what if it's like you're putting on while driving?
Well, that's a form of distraction, because anytime you take one hand off the wheel, it's a part of a distraction. So what you're going to do is do everything you're going to do before you take off. And if you decide you need to text, like the girl in the video wanted to let her mom know, then the best thing to do is pull the side of the road. Take a moment. That's what I say, pay attention, take your time, take that moment out. She thought it was just a quick text. So, okay, I can get it, but see how easily she was distracted? She began to cross over into the other lane, which is easy to do. So that's why they're saying do not text and drive. Do not allow yourself to be distracted while doing so. Okay. Any other questions? All right, texting while driving. I have my source pages here. This is all the areas that I received my information that I presented to you today. Again, I'm here to persuade you today. Do not text and drive. And again, as I always say, safety first.